You know the new line of bring the female forward. Just open and put the female forward. Negative, man. I'm good.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Raise your hand. Let me make sure you can hear me. If you can hear me, raise your hand. All right, good. I want you to keep your hands up. Let me have you raise your right hand for me, please. Everybody raise your right hand. Your right hand, ma'am, in the front, your right hand. All righty. While you have your hands raised, I'm going to swear you in. Do you swear that all information, to include information on your application for counsel and any information that you'll give before the court today, will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? If you so swear, you may put your hands down. All righty, good afternoon. My name is Judge Cooper. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to speak with you all. If at any time you can't hear me, just raise your hand and let me know you can't hear me. All right, this is your first appearance before the Magistrate Court of Clayton County. You're here for the court to inform you of the charges against you, to advise you of the rights that you have, to set bail on those offenses for which the court is authorized to set bail, and to determine whether you require the assistance of counsel, and if so, to appoint counsel to assist you. First, let's start with your rights. You have the right to remain silent and say nothing. But should you give up this right, anything you say during this proceeding may be used against you if this case goes to trial. During this and all other proceedings, you have the right to the presumption of innocence until the state proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to an indictment by grand jury for felonies or by accusation if you're charged with a misdemeanor. You have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and cross-examine witnesses who are called to testify against you. You also have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You also have the right to testify and offer evidence in your own defense, should you choose to do so. But should you choose not to do so, no presumption of guilt may be raised. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at all points. And per our Chief Judge, Judge Dallas, we're going to appoint an attorney to represent everyone today. You, at a later time, may choose to hire your own counsel. But again, we want to make sure that everyone's rights is protected. Now let's talk about bond. Some of you will be allowed to post bond, which may be an unrestricted bond, and bond may be posted for your release from jail pending the prosecution of the case. The bond may be posted in cash, commercial, or property bond. Tell you about a cash bond. Let's say your bond is $2,000 and you have someone with that amount of funds, plus whatever additional fees that are charged. They take the full amount of your bond, the cash, around to the sheriff's office and leave it with the sheriff's office. When your case is over with, that person goes back and get the full amount of their cash that they posted back. If you do not have someone with that amount of funds, then they may use a commercial bonding company. The difference is a commercial bonding company charges 10 to 15% of the amount of your bond. Your family member or friend pays the bonding company their fee. The bonding company posts your bond. The difference is the money that is paid to the bonding company, that's their fee. That's not returned. Or if a family member or friend have equity in property equal about 4 times the amount of your bond, they can post a deed to their property, When the case is over with, they go back and they get the deed to the property back. Now, on all bond, there's a general condition that you remain law-abiding while this case is ongoing. There's a general condition on all bonds. Some bonds may have a special condition that prohibits you from contacting a certain person or going around a certain place. Understand that those special conditions are taken very seriously. You violate the terms of those special conditions, you could be rearrested, facing a new charge, and you'll not be entitled to any bond for the remainder of this process. Now, I just want to highlight something. For example, let's say you violate the term by contacting a person, and the person's let us know that, hey, so-and-so have contacted us. You can face a charge of aggravated stalking, which carries a 10-year sentence or up to a $20,000 fine. So again, it's taken very seriously. So please do not violate any of those special conditions. For the family members who may want to post bond for you, if that family member is named as a victim on the warrant, they'll not be allowed to post your bond. Now, some of you are charged with offenses for which this court is not authorized to grant you a bond. So there's certain conditions where I'm going to tell you that I'm not authorized to grant you a bond. Another time when I'm not authorized to grant you a bond is if you're currently on probation or parole. Under those terms, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond. Now, for those of you who are charged with a misdemeanor only, you'll have the option of waiving your preliminary hearing. Waiving your preliminary hearing is just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. For if you're charged with a misdemeanor, your court date right now is September 15th. But if you choose that you want your case sped up, then there'll be a paper for you to fill out and your case will be sped up and you'll be before in front of another judge, a state court judge, within the next 2 weeks to handle your matter. If you're charged with a felony, you'll not be able to waive your preliminary hearing. And if you're charged with a felony, your court date will be September the 21st. Now, at this point, I'm going to release you back to the deputies and they'll tell you how to come forward. And when you come forward, I'll speak with you all individually regarding what you're charged with, the bond amount, and your next court date. Thank you very much.
Let me see. Come on, come on. George.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do the females first, right?
Yes, sir. First, the groups from the 3rd, and then the group from the 4th.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Come on. We're going to start with the female. Come on. Come on, we're going to start with the female. All right, Josh, who do you have on your list?
Just alphabetically, just fine.
Okay.
Even.
You're going to come to the podium, okay?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Are you Elizabeth Evans?
Yeah.
Ms. Evans, your charge, it is alleged that you committed the offense of simple assault as well as simple battery. Do you understand the allegations, Ms. Evans, or do you require to be read to you?
Understand.
All right, Ms. Evans, your bond is going to be $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Evans?
I'm gonna try. I think my mom.
Okay, I understand. Ms. Evans, when you make bond, there's a condition that you stay away from Ms. Perez and Ms. Rivera. Okay, those two folks. As well, of course, there's the condition that you're not to violate any laws while you're on bond. Ms. Evans, you're charged with a misdemeanor, so you have the option of waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing. Again, waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing is just a decision you make that you want your case sped up. Now, understand that if you make bond, you'll also get a new court date, and you'll get that court date in the mail. But right now, for misdemeanors, your court date is September the 15th. So what is your decision, Ms. Evans? Would you like to keep that same court date, or would you want to waive and have your court date sped up?
May I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
See, I'm not from Georgia.
Okay.
From South Carolina. And I know until the court date, I had to stay in Georgia, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I stayed in Sierra because she was my daughter and stepmother.
You might want to take your mask off. I can't hear you. You might want to take your mask off.
I was staying with Miss Riviera because she was my children's stepmother. So
I'll tell you what. I will tell you that you're to have no violent contact with her, okay? Meaning you can't go back around there, but you're to have no violent contact.
but like my stuff is still there. Can I?
Understand. You can go back there. You're to have no violent contact. Meaning
Okay.
if you need to get your stuff, just be polite, get your stuff. No fighting. Now, what do you want to do? Do you want to waive and make this thing speed up, or do you want to wait until September the 15th?
I think I'm gonna wait.
Waive, you're going to wait. So you're okay. All right, got it. You're going to wait. You want September the 15th.
Yes, sir. That way
Thank you.
now, but it gives me.
Got it. That's fine. Okay. Follow the orders of the deputies, please.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
What's your name, ma'am? Take the mask off, please, so I can hear her. You Miss Hudson?
Jane.
You're Miss Jane. Okay. All right, Miss Jane, it is alleged that you committed the offense of aggravated assault. Your bond is $7,000. Would you be able to make bond, Miss Jane? Is that a yes, Miss Jane?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Miss Jane, hold on. Do you understand the allegation against you, or do you want me to read it formally? I can't hear you, ma'am. All right, Miss Jane, a condition of your bond is that you're not to have any violent contact with Miss Juve. You can go back around the house, but no fighting. All right, ma'am? Okay, all righty. I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you, and your next court date is the 21st of September, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, Miss Jane.
Say your name. Come on.
What is your name, ma'am?
Aisha.
Take it out.
Aisha Ju.
Okay, here, Ms. Juve. Ms. Juve, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery. Do you understand the allegation, or do you require to be read to you, ma'am?
Yeah.
You understand, or you want me to read it to you?
I understand.
You understand? Okay, got it. All righty. Now, your bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yeah.
All righty. A condition of your bond, okay, is when you get back out, you'd have no violent contact with Ms. Zhang. I don't want y'all fighting, okay, ma'am? But you both can go back home, just no fighting. All righty. With a misdemeanor, your court date is scheduled for September the 15th. You can waive, but let me back up. Your court date is scheduled for September the 15th. If you make bond and get out, that court date would automatically be changed and you get your next court date in the mail. Or if you think you're gonna have problems making bond, you can waive and your court date will be sped up. You'll have your next court date within the next 2 weeks. What is your decision? Do you want to wait until September the 15th, hoping you can make bond, or do you want to waive?
No. I want to bond. I don't want to wait.
Okay, got it. You don't want to wait, or you want it sped up?
Which one?
I want to sped up.
You want it sped up. Okay, all righty. He's gonna have you sign something there, man. All righty. You'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you.
Come on. Let's go. You got your names.
Good afternoon, ma'am. What's your name?
Erica Littlejohn?
Okay, Ms. Littlejohn. It's alleged you committed one count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. The bond in those matters, ma'am, is $7,500. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Littlejohn, again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date, Ms. Littlejohn, is September 21st, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. What's your name, ma'am?
Yula McElrath.
McElrath?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ms. McElrath. It's alleged you committed the offense of battery. Do you understand the allegation, or do you require it to be read to you?
You can read it to me.
I can read it. Okay, Ms. McElrath. It's alleged that you committed the offense of battery against your sister, Chanel Marie McElrath. Is that during a verbal dispute between you, which involved the offender's boyfriend, you and your sister began to argue. During the argument, your sister attempted to walk inside the home, and you slammed the door on her hand. As a result, there were visible injuries to her index finger. That's about it. You understand? I don't want to know if it's right or wrong or whether you did it or not. Do you understand the allegation? Do you understand what I read?
Yeah.
All righty. I'm appointing counsel to assist you. That's the person you tell whatever, and they can help you. Now, I'm going to allow you to go back home. Normally in these conditions, you'd have to stay away from the home, but I'm going to allow you to go back home under the condition that you have no violent contact with Chanel, okay?
And I said to his brother.
I would actually suggest that you listen to her. All right. Your case is scheduled for September 15th, but because you're charged with a misdemeanor, you have the option of waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing. If you waive your preliminary hearing, it's just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up, and your case will be heard within the next 2 weeks. Do you want your case to remain until September 15th, or do you want it sped up?
Sped up.
Sped up. All righty. The sheriff there will have something for you to sign, ma'am. Thank you. Follow the orders of the deputies, please. You'll get your next court date in the mail.
All right, come on, this way now.
Good afternoon, ma'am. What's your name? Ms. Patterson, give me 1 second. Mr. Patterson, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond in those matters, ma'am, is $2,000. However, I'm going to give you an OR bond, which means you can sign yourself out. A condition of your bond, Ms. Patterson, is that you're not violating the laws while you're out on bond. Ms. Patterson, your next court date is going to be September the 15th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September the 15th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, Judge. How are you? I hate to disturb you. I had a little difficulty finding the Zoom link to chime in today, but I did have a client who was on your calendar. I just wanted to apprise the court of that. And
I was going to get to you in a minute.
Oh, thank you, Judge. No problem. Good seeing you today.
What's your client's name?
His last name is Tukes, Your Honor.
Got it.
And
All right.
yeah, Brian. I believe it's Brian.
Then I'll call for him after we get through with the females. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Hello, ma'am. What's your name?
Aaron Tate.
Ms. Tate, good afternoon. Ms. Tate, it's alleged you committed the offense of reckless conduct as well as discharging a firearm near a highway. Do you understand the allegations, ma'am, or do you require it to be read to you?
I do understand.
All righty. Ms. Tate, your bond this afternoon is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Tate, again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. You can hire your own counsel if you so choose at a later time. Ms. Tate, you're charged with a misdemeanor offense. The court date for misdemeanor offense is September the 15th. You have an option of waiving or not waiving that date. Waiving just means you want your case sped up. It will not affect any of your rights. It's just a decision you're making that if you want your case sped up. Now, if you're able to make bond, that court date would automatically be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. So at this time, I need to know, do you want to keep your court date of September 15th or do you want it sped up?
I will keep the court date.
All righty, ma'am. So your court date is going to be September the 15th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 15th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, Ms. Tate. Hello, ma'am. What is your name, please?
Ariel Williamson.
Ms. Williamson, it's alleged you committed the offense of simple battery. Do you understand the allegation, ma'am, or do you require it to be read to you?
I understand.
All righty, Ms. Williamson, the bond in those matters is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, I will.
All righty. A condition of your bond when you get out is that you're not to have, you're to stay from Ms. Williamson. Who is that, your mom?
Yes.
Do you live with your mom?
No, I don't. I stay by myself.
Okay, all right, good enough. You're not having a contact with her, okay?
Okay.
All righty. Now your next court date is September the 15th, but because you're charged with a misdemeanor, you can waive that. Waiving it just means you want your case sped up. Waiving it does not affect any of your rights. Again, it's just a decision you want your case sped up. Or if you're going to make bond, then that court date will automatically be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. So I need to know, do you want to keep September 15th as your court date? Do you want to waive?
I'll keep September 15th.
All right. And again, if you make bond, which I'll encourage you to make bond, if you make bond, that court date will automatically be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Do you understand?
I will have to pay $3,000 to the jail, and then if I go through a bond, then if I go through a bond, that's it.
If you go to a bonding company, you'll probably pay about $450.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. So your next court date is September the 15th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. And again, if you make bond, that court date will be waived, canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
What's your name?
Lexis Holston.
All right, hold on a second, Ms. Holston.
Okay.
Deputy Ashu, from the date of the 3rd, what about a Hudson or Robin Wright?
Robin Wright, 1 second, Jeff. Let me snap it.
Yes, Lexis.
Or I can deal with it at the end.
Yes, sir. Some of them are still at the medical because they are in isolation. So I have
All right.
Jameson over there to do it.
All right, I'll go through those folks at the end. All right.
Yes,
Got
sir.
it. Thank you. Give me 1 second. All right, Ms. Holston, good afternoon. Ms. Holston, it's alleged that you committed the offense of criminal trespass, damage the property of another. Do you understand the allegations, ma'am, or do you require it to be read to you? You understand? All right. The bond in those matters, ma'am, is $3,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign out on your OR bond, which means you can sign yourself out. Ms. Holston, your next court date is going to be on the 15th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September the 15th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and I have another question.
Go ahead.
The person that put the warrant out for my arrest, we have a child support case coming up on the 18th. If we were to cross paths, that wouldn't affect anything on my.
I'm not putting any conditions on you. I'm not at all. I read it. I understand it's your baby's father. I understand the craziness of it all. Just wish you all the best, man.
Thank you.
All right, go back in there.
Do I need to sign?
No.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Are you Miss Hunter?
Good afternoon. No, I'm Harris.
Take your basic mask off so I can hear you.
Harris.
What's your name? What's your name, please?
Harris.
Harris.
Sir.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Yes, Miss Aaliyah Harris. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ms. Harris, it's alleged that you committed the offense of criminal damage in the 2nd degree. Do you understand the allegations, ma'am, or do you require it to be read to you?
I understand, sir.
All right, ma'am, the bond is $6,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, I can.
All right, now, ma'am, the condition is you stay from Miss Rouse. Okay, ma'am, don't contact her or anything of that nature. Do you understand?
I don't. I understand.
Okay. All righty. Your next court date is the 21st of September at
Okay.
8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201.
September 21st, 8 a.m. 201.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Come on, man. Put the mask off your mouth. Hey, say your name.
Lakeisha Hunter.
Hello, Ms. Hunter. Uh, Ms. Hunter is alleged you committed the offense of battery as well as cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Do you understand the allegations, ma'am, or do you require to be read to you?
Understand, sir.
All right. Ma'am, the bond in that matter is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A condition of your bond is that you have no violent contact with Kiona Quarles, okay? You can be around the person. You just don't want to get into any fighting, shoving, or any of that nature. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Ma'am, you're charged with a misdemeanor. So your court date is the 15th of September. You can wait around until that date, or you have an option of waiving or not waiving. If you choose to waive, it's a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. If you choose to waive, your case will be handled in front of another judge within the next 2 weeks. What is your decision? You want to keep September 15th, or do you want to waive?
Keeps us September the 15th, sir.
Okay, ma'am. And again, if you make bond, that day would automatically be waived. In other words, that day will be changed, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right now.
Come on, man.
What's your name, ma'am?
Keyshawn Jinx.
Ms. Jinx. It's alleged you committed the offense of battery. Do you understand the allegation, or do you require it to be read to you?
You said what?
You understand what you're charged with, battery, or do you want me to read it to you?
You can read it to me.
Okay, ma'am. It's alleged that you caused substantial visible bodily harm to one Proctor Kenyatta or Kenyatta Proctor by using a pair of scissors when your right hand swinging towards the victim, scratching the victim with the scissors on the left side of her lip and chin. That's the basis of the allegation. The bond, ma'am, is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All righty. A condition of your bond is that you're to stay here from Miss Proctor. Do you understand that?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All righty. Now, charge of the misdemeanor. Your next court date is 15th of September. If you make bond, if you can make bond, which I'll encourage you to make bond if you can, that date will automatically be waived, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Or you may also, if you think you may have difficulty making bond, you can waive your preliminary hearing, and rather than September 15th, you'll be in front of another judge within the next 2 weeks. Now, do you want to keep September 15th and possibly make bond, or do you want to waive?
So what does waive mean?
Your decision you're making that you want your case sped up. If you choose to waive, you'll be in front of another judge, the state court judge, in the next 2 weeks, and they'll deal with your case there.
So I will go home?
I can't guarantee that you're going to go home at that point, ma'am. The best way to go home is to try to make bond.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to try to make bond. I understand that. So I need to figure out, I need to put on my thing here. If you want your court date, you're going to try to make bond, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to put down here court date, the 15th of September. And again, if you make bond, that court date is going to be waived, and you'll get your next court date in the mail.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, ma'am.
So you will?
You have to say.
Come on.
Okay, you're welcome.
You just wait.
Oh.
Come on, man. Keep going.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name, please?
My name is D'Amber Jones.
Okay, D'Amber Jones. It's alleged you committed the offense of battery. Do you understand the allegation, or would you require it to be read to you?
You can read it.
It says you committed the offense of battery, family violence, when you use a piece of glass to cut the right arm of Blase Fun after an argument between both of you, and the fact that you both live together. That is the basis of the allegation.
Right.
The bond in that matter, ma'am, is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Sure, I sure can.
Okay. A condition of your bond is that you stay here from Miss Fawn. Also, that you do not go back around the address of 6554 Forest Driveway, apartment 172. I understand that's your home. So I'm putting on here that you can, once you make bond, you contact the sheriff, and they'll go with you to help you get your stuff. You understand?
So I gotta move all my stuff out
What
the.
you gonna do if she don't give it back? It's gonna be on you.
Not that you have to move your stuff out, but if you need to get your stuff, then you can go with the sheriff to get your stuff.
Okay, but I can't go there and live there or nothing for right now.
Say it again, ma'am.
So as of right now, I won't be able to, reside there for right now.
That's correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Now, you're charged with a misdemeanor, ma'am. The misdemeanor court date is September the 15th.
Okay.
You have the option of waiving, which means if you want to waive it, you want to speed it up. If you choose to waive it, you'll have the next court date within the next 2 weeks. Do you want to wait until September the 15th or do you want to speed it up?
I can wait till September the 15th, but as long as I can make bail, I'll be fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as long as I got the money to make bail, so I'll just make bail and I'll just wait for my court date, September 15th, Your Honor.
Now, okay, hold on. I need to tell you something. If you make bail, that court date will be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail.
Okay,
So I can't guarantee that it'll be that date. Probably won't, it will not be that date. You'll just get your next court date in the mail.
fine. So I can just wait for my court date in the mail and I pay the $300 today. And
Yes,
then
ma'am.
just don't go to the address where I was living at, right?
Whatever the address they have on file for you. And again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you so you can talk with that counsel. That counsel should contact you within 72 hours.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. No problem, ma'am.
Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am. Same to you. What's your name, ma'am?
Diamond Leggett.
Ms. Leggett, it's alleged you're charged with obstruction of an officer as well as having an open container violation. Do you understand the allegations, ma'am, or do you require to be read to you?
You can read them.
Ma'am, it says you're a passenger in a white Chrysler. When it was stopped for failure to maintain lane, you switched places with the driver to obstruct the officer. And there was also an open beer in the back seat where you were. That is the allegation. The bond in this matter is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ma'am, you also have an option of waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing. Misdemeanor cases are set for September the 15th. If you make bond, that day will automatically be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Or you can choose, if you want the case sped up, you can choose to waive that date and you'll have a next court date within the next 2 weeks. Do you think you'll be able to make bond? Do you want to keep that date or do you want to waive it and speed it up?
I'm gonna make bond, sir.
All righty, so your next court date is the 15th. I'm writing it down, the 15th.
September?
Yes, but again, if you make bail, that date is going to be changed and you'll get your next court date in the mail, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, go back.
My name is Rita Starks.
Ms. Starks, it's alleged you committed the offense of simple battery. Do you understand the allegations, ma'am, or do you require to be read to you?
Yes, sir. I understand that.
All righty, ma'am. I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out on an OR bond. A condition of your bond is you're to have no violent contact with Michaela White, okay? You can be around the person, you can talk, but no fighting. Understand?
Understand?
All right, your next court date, ma'am, is September the 15th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 15th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thanks, ma'am.
I'm her beneficiary. I pay because she's the challenge. You saying I like have to go to my mom's house? What do I have to do with that? How is that gonna work out?
I did not hear you.
My daughter, she's mentally challenged. I'm her payee. I'm over her. I have to take care of her. And how do I do that? Do I have to go to my mom's house or do I need to send her with my mom?
Ma'am, you have to figure that out for yourself. I mean, I'm not putting any conditions on you. I'm allowing you to get out, just asking you to behave yourself.
Okay, I will.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, have it. Judge, one moment. Hey, what's up?
Internet.
Everybody's seen it. Oh. We got two more.
I ain't doing it.
You want to? What's the name? Judge, that's hers.
All right, and after Ms. Hurst, well, all right, let me finish with the females first. Ms. Hurst, it's alleged that you used or possessed drug-related objects. I'm gonna allow you to sign out on an OR bond, Ms. Hurst. Again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And Ms. Hurst, your next court date is September the 15th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 15th, 8 a.m., 201. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Judge, we have one more. I don't know whether she's an add-on.
Mr. Dart, I have her.
Say her name. Say her name.
Jocelyn Sinar.
Yes, Mr. Dart. Ma'am, it's alleged that you committed the offense of criminal trespass, family violence. The bond in those matters is $2,000, but I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out today. A condition of your bond is that you'd have no violent contact. What's the person's name? Sikora Simmons? I could not write the last name.
Simon Sikora.
Okay, Simon. Okay, got it.
It happened at property, Judge. So he came to my property, Judge.
All right, I'm not getting into all that, okay? All right, I'm gonna allow you to sign yourself out. The condition is that you're to have no violent contact with him, okay? No pushing, shoving, just behave yourself. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, your next court date is September the 15th, okay? At 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September the 15th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right, the deputy, I think that's all the females except for who may be in sick bay.
We have the other ones are the medical, but,
Right, got it. Ask for me, do we have anybody who needs a Spanish interpreter?
all right, Judge, one moment, please.
Okay, and also Mr. Toots, he has his own, he has an attorney here. So if you want to bring up Mr. Toots first, and then while you're finding about the Spanish interpreter.
All right, sir.
Thank you. Hey, sir, good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon again, Judge. How are, good to see you again, Judge, as always.
Thank you. Mr. Toots,
Yes, sir.
take the band off so you can speak with me.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Toots, you have counsel present. All righty. Mr. Toots, it is alleged that you violated the seat. You have a seatbelt law violation, as well as 2 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Mr. Toots, do you understand the allegation, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand, sir.
All righty. Now, Mr. Toots, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond today, sir, because the record shows that on September 24th of 2019, you're sentenced to a term of probation for 12 months. You're currently on probation, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. So because you're currently on probation, sir, I myself at this stage, as a magistrate court judge, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond. Your next court date, sir, will be September 21st.
Please, sir.
At 8 a.m. in courtroom 201, September 21st, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. And while you have counsel present, counsel, is there anything else you'd like for me to maybe convey?
What is I got to do, sir? Please, sir, please.
No, I'll talk to you later, Mr. Toots. But there's nothing else, Judge. The hearing on the 21st, that's going to be basically his preliminary hearing
That is correct.
for probable cause. Okay. And
That's
then we could pursue bond hopefully at that time.
That is correct.
Yeah.
September, sir?
Say it again, Mr. Toots.
It is, man, I'm in a bad situation right now, sir.
Mr. Toots, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond, sir. There's nothing I can do irrespective of your situation. Counsel, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have a good day, Judge.
Thank you much.
Gotta wait till September.
Judge, we have one Spanish, we need to interpret.
Okay, I think Ms. Bermudez may be on the line. Ms. Bermudez, are you on the line? Okay, Ms. Bermudez is not on the line, so you can kind of keep him in the back, I guess, till the end.
All right, Judge.
Thank you.
Send the alphabetical order. Hold them in alphabetical order. If that's you. Give me-
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name, please?
Good afternoon. My name is Cameron Griggs.
All right. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, deputy, try to keep them alphabetical, all right? And I'd rather do the ones on the third first,
Okay.
if I can keep the stuff straight away. All righty, let me go find Mr. Griggs. He's on the fourth. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. Let them hold it. Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh, Mr. Griggs, you're on the third. All right, Mr. Cameron Griggs.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Griggs, it's alleged that you drove on the wrong side of the road. 3 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, 3 counts of possession of drug-related objects, driving a suspended or revoked license, 1 count of trafficking in ecstasy, as well as 1 count of conspiracy to commit a crime. So I'm not authorized to grant you a bond today, but I am appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date, Mr. Griggs, is the 21st of September,
Oh, please.
8 a.m., courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. And again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. So someone from that counsel's office should be reaching out to you. Thank you, sir.
Come on, sir. Take that look in my mouth.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
John Hudson.
All right, Mr. Hudson. Give me a second. Say your name again for me, please.
John Hudson.
Mr. Hudson, I don't have you on any of my lists.
SJUAN, sir.
What's your last name?
Hudson.
Oh, Hudson. Yeah, okay, I see you. Hold on. Hold on. I see you. Hold on. All right, I see you. Okay, things getting out of a lot of order here. Hodge, then Hudson. Okay, yes, sure. All right, Mr. Sir John Hudson, Sir John Curry Hudson. All right, Mr. Hudson, so as you drove under the influence, you had an improper lane change, a red light violation, as well as driving a suspended or revoked license. Your bond this afternoon, sir, is $6,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Hudson, your court date right now is scheduled for September the 15th. If you make bond, Mr. Hudson, that date would automatically be canceled or waived, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Or you also have the option of speeding up your case, in which case that's called waiving preliminary hearing. If you waive your preliminary hearing, you'll be in front of another judge in the next 2 weeks where they'll address your case. So again, it's up to you. You can, if you're gonna make bond, and I'll put down that you want September 15th. Again, if you make bond, that it'll be waived, or you can decide you want to speed it up. What is your decision? Do you want to keep that date or do you want to speed it up?
Well, so if I make bond, it'll be waived, and then I get another court date in the mail.
Correct.
I can do that.
All right, sir. All right, well, make bond. I wish you all the best. All right, so take care, okay? I'm writing down here September 15th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. But again, that's going to be waived and you'll get the next court date in the mail.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Come on. That's. When you get to the podium, take it up and say your name. Say your name.
What is your name, sir?
Gregory Jolly.
Mr. Jolly, it's alleged you had a red light violation, driving under the influence, as well as an open container violation. Your bond, sir, is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
No, sir. I was trying to see could I do a signature bond?
No, sir. Your next court date, sir, is September the 15th, or you can waive that date and have the court date sped up. If you waive your right to preliminary hearing, you'll have your next court date within the next 2 weeks. Do you want to keep September 15th and make bond, or do you want to waive it and have your case addressed in the next 2 weeks?
Can I try to make bond?
That's fine, sir. Your next court date, I'm writing down, will be September 15th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. And again, if you make bond, that date they're gonna waive that date and you get your next court date in the mail. All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, come on.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Byron Lanham.
Mr. Lanham, Mr. Liz, you drove with not brake lights and signal. You had a suspended license. There's one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as possess marijuana 1 ounce or less. Your bond this morning, so your total bond is $10,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Lanham?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. When you make bond, your next court date is going to be on the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
All right, come on, sir. You, come on, sir. Pick it up from your mouth. Say your name. Say your name.
What's your name, sir?
Maximilian Mullins.
Okay, Mr. Mullins. Sir, Mr. Mullins, it's alleged that you committed the offense of aggravated assault by strangulation, cruel to the children in the 3rd degree, 1 count of battery, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of criminal trespass. I'm denying you bond this morning, sir. When you do make bond, you'll stay here from Ms. Charmaine Phillips. Go back around the address of 503 Dan Drive in Ellenwood. But I assume you have stuff there. That's not the address?
That is the 5903 Dan Drive. That's my house. Yes, sir.
Understand. And while this is going on, you can't go back there. However, listen to me. I'm putting here that once you make bond, you can contact the sheriff and they'll go with you to make sure you can get your stuff. And while you're getting your stuff, that's so, somebody doesn't say you did whatever and falsely accuse you of something. Well, until this case is over with, you're not having a contact with Ms. Charmaine Phillips. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you much.
Sir, can I ask one question?
Yes, sir.
For denying me bond, right?
Yes, sir.
When will I be able to get bond, or you don't know?
I'm appointing counsel to assist you. The counsel will work with that with the prosecutor. Thank you, sir.
Go over there. Come on, people. This is Baker. We
Okay. Got it. Mr. Leslie Baker, good afternoon.
Going, sir.
Not too bad, Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker, it's alleged that you committed the offense of shoplifting.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
understand the allegation or do you require it be read to you? Do you understand what they're saying you did or do you want me to read it to you?
You understand?
All righty. Mr. Baker, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond today, sir, because it shows that you're on probation. Mr. Baker, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And Mr. Baker, your next court date is going to be on September the 21st at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thanks, sir.
Come on, sir. Take it up from my mother, say her name.
Imani McIntyre.
Mr. McIntyre, sir, it's alleged that you committed the offense of 3 counts of use or possession of drug-related objects, 4 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit a crime. Sir, because one of the offenses is trafficking, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond on a trafficking offense. I am appointing counsel to assist you, sir. And your next court date is going to be September the 21st at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, Mr. McIntyre.
Come on, sir. Take it up and say her name. Take it up and say her name.
Shaheem Nelson.
Hey, Mr. Nelson, good afternoon. Mr. Nelson, it's alleged that you committed 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as possession of a weapon. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read it to you? You understand? You need to speak, sir. Don't shake your head. Do you understand? Okay. All right, Mr. Nelson, your bond is $17,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Nelson?
Yes, sir.
Ready? Mr. Nelson, again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date, sir, is September 21st, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Come on, sir. You come on. The podium. Say your name, okay?
Say again.
Say just your name.
Name is Joseph Trim.
Mr. Trim, it is alleged, sir, that you committed the following offenses: 4 counts of violation of the 4 counts of a violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as 3 counts of use or possession of drug-related objects, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit a crime. Mr. Trim, because one of the charges an allegation of trafficking, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this afternoon, sir. I am, however, appointing counsel to assist you, Mr. Trim. And your next court date, sir, is September 21st, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Bravo. Okay.
I must still be attorney.
Go ahead. You come on, sir.
I already went, though.
You already went?
They called me again.
What's your name?
Two.
Two, go back. Who lives in? Go back. You come on, sir. Next. Two, go back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Judge Cooper,
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Destiny Cruz from the August 3rd calendar.
Sorry, you say you're ready to start on the 4th calendar? But that's fine. That's fine. I can just keep coming and I'll adjust.
Okay, I got that female Destiny Cruz ready to go.
All righty. Let me deal with this gentleman first and I'll deal with Ms. Cruz. Sir, your name, please. Take your mask off, sir. I can't hear you.
Kevin Wade, K-E-V-I-N.
Okay, Mr. Wade. Yes, sir. Mr. Wade, not too bad. Mr. Wade, it's alleged that you committed the offense of burglary as well as obstruction of an officer. Mr. Wade, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this afternoon because my information says you're currently on.
I told you yesterday what was up with you. You all right, man?
You're currently on.
What did I tell you?
All right.
On probation.
Mr. Wade, it says here that on 16th.
So what did they tell you?
August 11th of 2016, you're sentenced to a term of probation for 5 years. Now, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. If there's a discrepancy here, your counsel can work
Okay,
with
so they're
finding it
working
out.
on it then. But this is for first appearance.
Deputy, I can hear you.
If you didn't miss your court date, then this is not for you. This is for people with new charges.
Hey, in the infirmary, you need to silence your mic.
But this court date is for her. She's about to go to court now. Okay, so just let her go to court.
In the infirmary, you need to silence your mic. All right, Mr. Wade, sorry, I'm back to you. I understand you're saying that you're not on probation. Understand. I can only go with the information that I have in front of me. But again, I am appointing counsel to assist you. And someone from the that defender's office will contact you in about 72 hours, within 72 hours. That's the person, if there's a discrepancy, they can work with the district attorney in remedying that discrepancy. But for right now, your next court date is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Okay, sir? Thank you.
Okay. You give me some brothers.
Destiny Cruz.
Yes, sir. Okay, Ms. Cruz, can you hear me? All right. Ms. Cruz, it's alleged that you committed the offense of battery, family violence, criminal trespass, and one count of aggravated assault. Your bond today, Ms. Cruz, is $15,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Cruz? No. Okay, I understand. Ms. Cruz, when you do make bond, you have to stay away from Mr. Hill. And you can't go back around the address of 7545 Tower Road, apartment 226. But I understand you have stuff there. So I'm putting here that once you make bond, I know you live there, I know.
Just listen. He heard you. Just listen.
Okay, when you make bond, you can let the sheriff, there's something here, let the sheriff know, and they'll take you to make sure you get your stuff. All righty, what's your question? What was she saying?
She was saying that it's her apartment, that he doesn't live there.
Interesting. All right, hold on. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm putting in here that you're to stay away from him. Okay, that means you can't go around him or anything like that. If he's at the apartment and you go around him, then you will have violated the terms of the condition of the probation. But if you say it's your apartment, I'm going to trust you and I'm going to believe you today. All righty. Your next court date is the 21st of September, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, man. All right, who else you want to bring up next? What's your name, sir? Say again?
Gerald Beckham.
Darrell.
Gerald, G-E-R-A-L-D.
On your last name?
Beckham, B-E-C-K-H-A-M.
Beckham, Gerald Beckham. Okay, Mr. Beckham. Give me 1 second.
It ain't cold. Is it cold? Is it cold?
All right, Mr. Beckham. All right, give me 1 second. Mr. Beckham, hold on, let me keep these straight here. Hold. All right, Mr. Beckham, it's alleged you committed the offense of identity fraud, knowingly operate a vehicle. Sorry, identity fraud, a red light violation, and knowingly operating a vehicle without an authorized decal. The bond, sir, is $8,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Possibly, yeah.
I understand. Mr. Beckham, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date, sir, is September the 21st at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. All right. Next, come on, sir.
Hey, you go this way?
Well, no, come on. Go ahead, over there. Take off your mask and talk to the judge. Say your name.
How you doing?
Hey, sir, what's your name, please?
John Albert Bowen, that's my full
Yes,
name.
sir. All right, Mr. Bowen, it's alleged that you, one count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Do you understand the allegation, Mr. Bowen, or would you rather me read it to you?
You read it to me.
All right, it said you were a passenger in a Lincoln Town car, and there was a traffic stop was conducted for an obstruction of the tag. They couldn't see the tag. You gave consent to search his person, and inside your right pocket were three white rock substance of suspected crack cocaine, weighing approximately 1.5 grams. It was later field tested as being positive for crack. That's the allegation, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the bond is $7,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Well, what's that again?
The bond is $7,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
I would like to.
Okay, I understand. Again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date, Mr. Bowen, is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
All right, come on, judge. Next one, come on.
What?
Bye, sir.
Pick it up and say your name.
What's your name, sir?
Croft.
Croft?
Yes, sir.
Croft. Mr. Croft, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you want me to read it to you?
I understand.
All right, sir, your bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Also, because you're charged with a misdemeanor, if you make bond, your preliminary hearing will be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Or if you think you may have difficulty making bond, you can also waive your preliminary hearing. You'll have a next court date within the next 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna make bond for sure.
All righty, sir. All right, your next court date is the 15th at 8 a.m. of September. But again, if you make bond, it's going to be waived. I'm just telling you just in case you don't make bond.
Okay.
It's September the 15th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Wait.
Come on, sir. I know.
I graduated and went to high school, college.
Say your name.
What is your name, sir?
Rakeem, R-A-K-H.
Halbert? Rakeem Halbert. Okay. Mr. Halbert, is alleged you drove on the wrong side of the road, obstruction of an officer, reckless driving, improper lane change, one count of aggravated assault, one count of fleeing from a police officer, and one count of a seatbelt violation. I'm denying you bond this afternoon, Mr. Halbert. Mr. Halbert, your next court date is going to be September the 21st at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201.
Which one, what of those charges are felonies?
The aggravated assault.
That's the only felony charge?
And fleeing from an officer.
All right, and does it show that I had any warrants anywhere else?
Come on, sir. Come on.
Talk to your attorney, sir.
Come on, sir. Put the mask on. Put the mask on. Put the mask on. Pick on your mask and say your name.
Attorney Johnson?
Mr. Johnson, good afternoon. Mr. Johnson, it's alleged that you flee from a police officer. You had no taillights. You failed to have your headlight on. You failed to signal before changing lanes, improper turn, lane drags, as well as driving on the wrong side of the road, and one count of reckless driving. Your bond, sir, is $11,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes.
All righty. Again, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Your next court date is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Come on, sir. You, come on. Go that way. Go that way. Pick up your mask and say your name, okay?
Hey, so what's your name, please?
Mr. Johnson?
All right, Mr. Johnson, give me a second. Wow. gotten out of alphabetical order. One second. Travis Johnson. Yeah, I did not have a paperwork for you, sir. Hang on a second. Mr. Travis Johnson, I'm gonna have to continue your matter, sir. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to continue your case, okay? All right. Just follow the orders of the deputies, please.
Sir?
I'm gonna have to continue your case. Just follow the orders of the deputies, please.
Next, put the mask on.
We got Tobias Smith.
Sir,
Pick it up and say your name, sir.
Mel McGee.
Mr. Smith, good afternoon.
Okay,
Mr. Smith, are you aware of the charges against you, sir, or do you require to be read to you?
this Mr. McGee, so I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. McGee. Okay. Yeah.
Mr. Smith is in the other computer. We got Mr. Smith too. Mr. McGee, just step away for a second.
Hold on, Mr. McGee, just start right there, McGee.
I should mute your mic. All right, we got Mr. Smith on.
Okay. You want me to talk with the person that's in the glass?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Mr. Tobias Smith, raise your right hand so let me know you hear me, okay? All right, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, are you aware of the charges against you, sir, or do you require me to read it to you? Deputy, can you relay?
He's aware. He doesn't need you to read.
Okay, I got it. All right, I'm going to deny him bond this morning, but when he makes bond, he has to stay from Miss Justice Hickle Edwards, okay? Let him know that, please.
You heard him? You're to stay away from, what's her name?
Justice Edwards.
He understands.
All right, the next court date is going to be the 21st of September at 8 a.m. Courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. Courtroom 201. Thank you.
All right, I wrote it down for him. We also have Mr. Sankara.
Okay. Mr. Sankar, can you hear me, sir? Raise your hand. Let me know you can hear me. All right, thank you. Sir, you're charged with no signal while changing lanes, as well as a possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. Your bond this morning, sir, is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir? Yes. All right. I'm appointing counsel to assist you. You can hire your own attorney if you want to later. Your next court date is the 21st of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 21st, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, you're Mr. McGee, right? All right, Mr. McGee, it's alleged that you drove in a suspended or revoked license and have no expired tag. Your bond this afternoon is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. McGee?
No, sir. I'm the only great one at the house right now.
Okay. Mr. McGee, because you're charged with a misdemeanor, the next court date is September 15th. But if you make bond, that date will automatically be waived and you'll get your next court date in the mail. You have an option. If you think you may not be able to make bond, you may waive your preliminary hearing and you'll be in front of another judge in the next 2 weeks where the case will be handled. What do you want to do? You want to wait till September the 15th and make bond, or do you want to speed it up?
What you say, September 15th, that'll be on the next court date?
Correct. But again, if you make bond, okay, that date will be canceled and you'll get your next date in the mail. Or you have the option, if you think you may not be able to make bond, you may waive your preliminary hearing which just speeds your case up. It doesn't affect any of your rights. It's just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up.
What today's date is? What today's date is? I was still trying to make bond, sir.
All righty. So I'm going to write down here September the 15th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. But again, if you make bond, that date will change and you get your next court date in the mail. All right, sir?
I got you a question.
Yes, sir.
Since I ain't had no like hard charges, am I able to sign out? Because I'm the only one.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'll tell you what your bond is. Thank you.
Come on, sir. Pick up the mask and say your name. Pick up the mask and say your name.
Ronald McCluskey.
All right, Mr. Ronald McCluskey, it's alleged you committed the act of terroristic threats. The bond is $10,000. Will you make bond, sir?
You said I do what?
Your bond, let me back up. You're charged with allegation of making terroristic threats.
Yeah.
Do you understand the allegation or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand it.
All right, sir. Your bond is $10,000. Will you make bond, sir?
Yes.
All right, the condition of your bond. Okay, you can't go back home to that address until this case is finished, nor can you have any contact with Samuel McCluskey. Now, listen, I know that's where you live. You have clothes there. Once you make bond, contact the sheriff. You're gonna have this piece of paper and it'll assist you in getting what you need to get from your home. So that while you're getting whatever you get from your home, nobody hassles you or nobody tells to come back and tell the court that you hassled them. Are you clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Again, your next court date is the 21st. Thank you and good luck to you, sir.
Next, come on, sir. Come on, you go back there. Okay. You go back.
What is your name, sir?
Art Ponder.
Hey, Mr. Ponder. It's alleged that you drove a vehicle with an invalid tag. You suspended or revoked license, as well as you concealed the identity of the motor vehicle. Your bond this afternoon, Mr. Ponder, is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Ponder?
No, I won't be able to make bond right now.
All right, Mr. Ponder. Listen, you're charged with a misdemeanor. The court dates for misdemeanors is September the 15th. If you were to make bond, Mr. Ponder, that date would be waived and they'll get you a new court date in the mail. But you also have the option of waiving a preliminary hearing, which means you want the case sped up. If you speed it up, you'll have your next court date within the next 2 weeks and your case will be handled there. You'll have counsel to assist you, another judge, and the case could probably be totally handled there. So do you want to keep September the 15th and attempt to make bond, or do you want your case sped up?
He'd rather pay the bond, but you know.
Right.
Yeah,
So Mr. Ponder,
bond, you know.
all righty. Your court date, sir, is 15th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. 15 September, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir. What is your name, sir?
Alan Quarles.
Mr. Quarles, it's alleged that you committed the offense of criminal trespass, damage to the property of someone else. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand.
All right, Mr. Quarles, the bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir. Through a bail bondman?
However you make it, sir, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Quarles, when you make bond, you're to have no violent contact with Mr. Hayes, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, no problem. Now, your next court date is September the 15th. If you make bond, that court date is going to change and you get your next court date in the mail. If you think you may have difficulty making bond, you can waive and they'll set a court date for you within the next 2 weeks. What do you want to do? You want to keep that court date of September the 15th, or do you want to waive and have a court date in the next 2 weeks?
I'll wait till September 15th.
All righty, sir. Thank you and have a great afternoon.
Anthony Searson.
Mr. Searson, it's alleged you drove with an expired or invalid tag, as well as a suspended or revoked license. Your bond this afternoon, sir, is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Searson, you have an option. Your next court date, if you were to make, the court dates for misdemeanor case is September the 15th. If you were to make bond, that date will be waived and you get your next court date in the mail. Or you can do what's called waive preliminary hearing, which you'll be in front of another judge in the next 2 weeks.
I lose my job.
Okay. Your option is to either make bond, sir, as quickly as you can, or do you want to waive? All right, you want to try to make bond? That's fine. I can't make the decision for you, sir. Tell me which one you want.
I can't get in touch with nobody, Your Honor, and I got 2 special needs kids at home, and I work.
All right. I got you. All right, just follow the orders of the deputies, please, okay?
We're going to give the phone downstairs. Come on, sir. That's a mess.
Ready?
Say your name, sir.
Your name, sir?
Taylor.
Mr. Taylor, it's alleged you committed offensive battery as well as cruel to children in the 3rd degree. The bond is $5,000. Well, before I get to the bond, do you understand the allegations against you, or do you require it to be read to you?
I do.
You understand?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, all right. Sir, the bond is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. The condition of your bond is that you have no violent contact with Miss Booth.
Okay.
You can be around there, take care of the kids, whatever, but you can't have any pushing and shoving and stuff. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Your next court date for misdemeanor cases is September the 15th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. And if you make bond, that date would automatically get waived or canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right, come on. Say your name. Say your name. Say your name.
What's your name?
Excuse me, Jason Williams.
All right, sir. Mr. Williams, it's alleged you drove without a license. The bond is $1,000. Or I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out this afternoon. Mr. Williams, the next court date will be on the 15th of September
Yes,
at
sir.
8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 15th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And I'm also appointing counsel to assist you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Come on. Say your name.
Andy Espinosa.
All right, Mr. Espinosa, give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Espinosa, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery. The bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
I don't have the money, sir, so no.
Okay. All right. A condition when you do make bond, Mr. Espinosa, is that you're to stay from Allen Treadway. Okay, you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mr. Espinosa, you're charged with a misdemeanor. The court date for that is September the 15th, but you can have your case sped up and you'll be in front of another judge where the case can be handled within the next 2 weeks. Do you want to wait until September the 15th or do you want your case sped up, sir?
Sped up.
All righty. All right. The sheriff there will have you, the deputy there will have you sign a document. So we'll let the clerks know that you want your case sped up and they'll have the next court date for you within the next 2 weeks. Okay, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Come on this way.
Thank you. All righty.
Come this way. George, this is the one that needs the interpreter.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All righty. What's your name, sir?
Ronio Paz Mayo.
Say it one more time, say it a little slower.
Sidronio Paz Mayo.
Spell the last name for me. I'm not showing him on my charts, guys.
Hold on, Judge, let me see it, and, let me see. Hold on, let me see.
Spell the last name.
Hold on, Judge, let me check. It's on the phone. Judge,
Yes.
he's showing that he's out on bond, he's waiting to transfer to another jail. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. Thanks much.
Your Honor, you have Asbury. He was number one on the.
I have him. I'm waiting for him. That's who's up on the screen there.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ephraim Asbury, can you hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me. Okay. All right, sir. Thanks. Sir, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Do you understand what they're alleging you've done, or do you want me to read it to you?
He said he couldn't hear you.
He could not hear me? He could hear me, or he could not hear me?
Bring your ear down to the.
Could you just relay for him what I'm saying, please?
Do you want to get him to read it? Do you want him to read what you were charged with? Oh, no. Okay. He said he understands the charge, but you don't have to read it.
All righty. Tell him his bond is $5,000. Will he be able to make bond?
He said yes.
As a condition of bond, he's got to stay from Odyssey Good Game. Ask him what's the name. Ask him what's the victim's name.
He said that's the right name, Odyssey Good.
Okay, got it. All righty. His next court date is September the 15th, or if he wants to speed it up and waive, you can have a court date in the next 2 weeks. Ask him all what he like, please.
He would like to speed it up.
All righty. Are y'all able to have him sign a waiver?
I'll get
All
ready.
right. All right, thanks. All right, sir, I'm gonna have, they're gonna give you something to sign, and your case will be sped up, where you'll be in front of the judge in the next 2 weeks to handle this matter, okay? Thank you very much. What did he say?
Judge, do you still have any?
Yes, I have 3.
Who you got?
From the 3rd, calendar on the 3rd, you're all on the 3rd. I have a Wayne Hodge.
Let me see. On the 3rd. It's Aaron Bond, sir.
Okay, OTB, superb.
Yep.
All righty, I have Orlando Lester.
Lester Orlando, Aaron Bond.
Okay, and also a Robin Wright.
Robin Wright. Wright is Aaron Bond too, sir.
All righty, that's everyone that I have, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That's a good question. Did he take that?